here at the Sailor Jerry stage. JD McPherson, man, what an amazing set.
Thank you so much, man. It was a good one. It was a good night.
Yeah, so you were feeling the energy from the crowd, definitely.
Oh yeah, for sure. The Oklahoma is always kind of a pleasure to play. Just been here forever, so it's,
Exactly.
got new friends every time we come back, so that's good. But this was a good night.
Right, and the material from Signs and Signifiers sounded fantastic. One big surprise, that Jesus and Mary chain cover. Okay, have you been doing that for a while?
This is like the third or fourth time we've done it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what spawned that. Well, I know what spawned it, kind of. We had been in the studio and we were listening to a bunch of kind of the Earl Palmer with Eddie Cochran stuff, and we were like, man, this is such a cool groove and like the something else thing, and we had an original song that didn't really have a thing yet, and so we started with that. It didn't quite work, and I was just listening to Automatic by Jesus and the Mary Chain, and I said, hey, let's try it. So we did it, and I don't know. Sometimes we do covers and they hang around for a while, and sometimes they go away. But I don't know. It's pretty fun to do that one. It's kind of a shift gear. So
it took on a completely different life, and I've heard the Pixies did a cover of it, right?
I love that.
But yeah, it really just seemed to fit with your style.
Yeah, it's it's surprising sometimes how certain things can come. And I'm a child of the '90s. I went to my share of goth clubs, and so. Yeah, man, I love that band. I love that song. I mean, the Pixies did probably one of the best covers of it, but there's, I don't know, half a dozen bands that have covered that song. So why not add one more? So
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, are you working on new material? Are you going to be going into the studio, or have you been?
Yes, and yes. We've been working on new stuff and in the studio a little bit. It's kind of an unusual time right now because. Let's just say there's things in the works. So where we will be recording is sort of in flux right now. But we've got September and October sort of slated for just recording. So we're kind of going here and there because our touring schedule's so frenetic. We're kind of like here and there and all the time. So dipping into the studio is kind of a tough thing to do. So you have to kind of like say stop. Time to make the new record. So yeah, but we've been wanting to for about a year now.
Yeah. Okay, so and maybe a release next year then?
I'm gonna say probably early spring at the latest. Right. I shouldn't say at the latest, but early spring is what we're kind of aiming for next year. Yeah.
Very cool. Now I've seen you on late night TV quite a bit, and it's really just kind of amazing to see things kind of blow up a little bit. What has it felt like for you?
Well, it's weird because I have to stop. I didn't mean to hit you there. Sorry. It's weird because I have to like stop and think about it, and it is really a bizarre experience to be having and a bizarre ride to be on. But it seems like we've been doing this forever because we're just constantly touring. Right. But it really has only been about, since been a year since. Rounder re-released the record, and that's sort of when things started happening. But I guess when you're just in the van, everything's very insular, and it seems like time kind of stands still. But it really has been quick. But it's a really surreal. It's surreal, man. Because Ed Sullivan Theater and Tonight Show and all that stuff. It's like it's been a part of all of our lives, and it's just a weird thing to have been included in. So.
Exactly.
But I'm enjoying it, sure.
Well, congratulations on the success, and what an amazing show.
Thanks, George.
All right, thanks a lot. All right.